Hello, this is the news at Gen for Monday, September 14th, 2020, also known as National Coloring Day. Are you someone that colors as an adult? Did you know you can turn this passion into a profession? It's called a comic book colorist, and that statement is going to piss off a bunch of people. Feel free to comment down below. It boosts engagement. So be sure to hit that like and or subscribe button for more pointless swipes at comic book culture. Our top news story today is pointless speculation. This past Saturday, President Trump, seen here with the suspiciously vulva-like jowls, suggested interest in a third term. Trump, addressing a crowd of plagiarists, some of whom were paid, made the following statement.
And 52 days from now, we're going to win Nevada, and we're going to win 4 more years in the White House. And then after that, we'll negotiate, right?
Of course, he is not constitutionally eligible for a third term, so we know that he is doing this for one of 3 reasons: to play to his base, to float the idea, or to trigger the libs. And several articles across several outlets indicate that he did, in fact, trigger the libs. Can we go off on a tangent and look at Trump's neck again? His jowls look like what is often called camel toe, which is unlike camel case, not a bane on humanity. I've seen porn stars with junk that looks like that, and I'm sorry, ladies and assorted vagina havers, I just can't unsee it. Now you may say that I am shaming him, but this guy doesn't always rock this thing. You could see a variety of other shots where he does not. This man is famous for his vanity, his arrogance, his narcissism, so I can only presume he is doing it on purpose, and for what? To rouse feelings in his supporters. Trump is well known to pay super close attention to his appearance. From the epic comb-over to his crotch-length ties, his jowls are a signal to his followers that he's a fertile man, because men in the audience know what a vulva looks like, and the women in the audience have never taken a mirror to their own, so they're just responding to the men around him. Now, if we take a careful reading of the biblical prophecy that I will not be referencing specifically because it is inconvenient, let's just say that people are saying that Satan is both man and woman, and you can see that in the statues of Baphomet that the temple of Satan have created generously for our enjoyment and protection of religious liberty. So what is this then? It's a tacit admission that he is Satan, both man and woman, that the long tie represents the penis and the throat represents, you get it, which give this a whole new meaning to the phrase throat fuck. Besides, if you look at, say, the Left Behind series, where a charismatic leader takes hold of society and drives it to the end of the world by Satan. So see what I'm saying here? Now, if you have your handy Bible code book handy, you can see in Trump's Bible, The Art of the Deal, there are several instances where the pattern of the text can be discerned. Some of them are like Epstein's Black Book and I Am Satan, and finally, most damning of all, boobies. Is there any other explanation for this neck fold? He would surely be put on trial in Salem during the witch trials. I mean, he would, but then he would just blame Melania. But you know, it's the principle of the thing. If he hadn't been arrested, would he be guilty? So what other explanation could there be? Oh sure, it could be because he's old, but that's less plausible than the Satan thing. I mean, whatever. In business news, software company Oracle is looking to partner with social media platform TikTok. Oracle is looking to branch into social media, and this will give the company visibility in younger demographics. Oracle looks to add TikTok to its portfolio with companies of silly names such as Talio, Bluekai, Agile, Swag, Textura, Responsys, Indica. No, that's not a strain of marijuana. Moat, Big Machines, not to be confused with Big Ass Fans, a very legitimate business, which I have called and talked to. Dine, Acme, Vantiv, Metal Solve, among others. This allows Oracle owner Larry Ellison to look at Microsoft, stick out his tongue, and go, neener, 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 I got it, you don't. In science news, there's more speculation. There's life on Venus. Maybe. There are reports that they have found phosphine about 50 kilometers above the surface, where the temperatures and pressures are kind of like the Earth, if you're not on the West Coast. Phosphine has only been found when bacteria make it. So this is not proof of life, but is a mighty interesting piece of evidence. So if you don't mind me, I'm about to fill out the application for Venusian citizenship. And finally, in arts and literature, J.K. Rowling is... Nah, fuck that. Let's talk about something that is important and irrefutable. Climate change. The smoke from California wildfires is making its way across the country, and it's expected to hit New York. This means that the national news or agencies based in New York will finally cover it like it's an important story close to home instead of happening on some other hemisphere. So that's the news for Monday, September 14th. I'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you for watching the News at Jen. Like, subscribe, and remember, I love you. Oh, and hit me on Patreon too, please.